Professor Paul Collier, CBE, is Professor of Economics and Public Policy in the Blavatnik School of Government at the University of Oxford. He is also a Director of the International Growth Centre, the Director of the Centre for the Study of African Economies, and a Fellow of St Antony's College, Oxford. From 1998 until 2003 he was the director of the Development Research Group of the World Bank. In 2010 and 2011, he was named by Foreign Policy magazine to its list of top global thinkers. Collier currently serves on the advisory board of Academics Stand Against Poverty. Career: Collier is a specialist in the political, economic and developmental predicaments of poor countries. He was brought up in Sheffield where he attended King Edward VII School. He holds a distinction award from the University of Oxford, and in 1988 he was awarded the Edgar Graham Book Prize for the co-written Labour and Poverty in Rural Tanzania, Ujamaa in Rural Development in the United Republic of Tanzania. The Bottom Billion: Why the Poorest Countries Are Failing and What Can Be Done About It, has been compared to Jeffrey Sachs's The End of Poverty and William Easterly's The White Man's Burden, two influential books, which, like Collier's book, discuss the pros and cons of development aid to developing countries. His 2010 book, The Plundered Planet, is encapsulated in his formulas: nature, technology plus regulation equals starvation. Nature plus technology, regulation equals plunder. Nature plus technology plus regulation equals prosperity. The book describes itself as an attempt at a middle way between the extremism of ostrachist and environmental romanticism. The book is about sustainable management in relation with the geopolitics of global warming, with an attempt to avoid a global tragedy of the commons, with the prime example of overfishing. In it he builds upon a legacy of the economic psychology of greed and fear, from early utilitarianism to more recently the Stern Review. He is a patron of the Media Legal Defence Initiative. Collier was appointed Commander of the Order of the British Empire in the 2008 Birthday Honours and knighted in the 2014 New Year Honours for services to promoting research and policy change in Africa. In November 2014, Collier was awarded the President's Medal by the British Academy for his pioneering contribution in bringing ideas from research into policy within the field of African economics. Currently he is working on a book called State of War, in which he sets out why democracy has gone wrong in the bottom billion and what would be needed to put it on track. Work. Research topics: governance in low-income countries, especially the political economy of democracy. Economic growth in Africa. Economics of civil war aid, globalization and poverty. The greed versus grievance debate in international relations. Selected publications: The Plundered Planet, Why We Must and How We Can Manage Nature for Global Prosperity, Oxford University Press, ISBN 978-019-539525-9. Labour and Poverty in Rural Tanzania, Ujamaa and Rural Development in the United Republic of Tanzania, Oxford University Press, New York, 1991, ISBN 0198283156. The Bottom Billion: Why the Poorest Countries Are Failing and What Can Be Done About It. ISBN 0-19-531145-0. On Economic Causes of Civil War, Oxford Economic Papers, Volume 50, ISS 4, pp. 563–573. Greed and Grievance in Civil War, Oxford Economic Papers, Volume 56, ISS 4, pp. 563–595. The Security Challenge in Conflict-Prone Countries, Copenhagen Consensus 2008 Challenge Paper. Wars, Guns and Votes. Democracy in Dangerous Places, Harper. Plundered Nations. Successes and Failures in Natural Resource Extraction, co-edited with Antony J. Venables. Exodus: How Migration is Changing Our World. Oxford University Press. Video: The Royal Economic Society's 2006 Annual Public Lecture by Collier. Interview with Fareed Zakaria on foreign exchange. TED Conference, Paul Collier on The Bottom Billion. TED Conference, Paul Collier's New Rules for Rebuilding a Broken Nation. Press review of The Plundered Planet by The Financial Times. Review of The Bottom Billion by The Financial Times. Review of The Bottom Billion in The New York Times. Review of The Bottom Billion by William Easterly in The Lancet. Samuel Grove, The Bottom of the Barrel. A review of Paul Collier's The Bottom Billion: Why the Poorest Countries Are Failing and What Can Be Done About It.